Hello, everybody. It's Marley.
Hey guys, this is Gabby.
We are back today with a random episode, kind of. We are gonna read some random get-to-know-you questions from a random get-to-know-you questions generator because the internet has abso-goddamn-lutely everything.
And the reason why we do this is because we are currently swamped with our social lives, our work lives, and everything else like that.
Right, exactly. That's the main reason. And like I said, for me, it's mostly work. I don't really have a social life. This is my social life. Just being completely honest with you. And we wanted to talk to you a little bit about our schedule. We wanted to clarify a few things. So our weekly schedule is going to be 2 episodes a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. The first week of the 2-week allotment is going to be people and places. And then the next episode is going to be...
And the next week is going to be like creepypastas, or maybe even like a user
episode. And the second episode of the next week is going to be things. So we're doing people, places, things, and then a random creepypasta episode or maybe listener episode if we get enough. We're going to take this time to read all of our socials to you guys. We're going to do this at the beginning of every episode, either the beginning or the end. If we get, we'll put it up to a vote on Instagram once we get some followers. And if you guys follow us there, you'll be able to get more regular updates. If you don't use that, then catch us anywhere else, literally wherever except for Facebook. And we will take your votes into account. So we have Instagram. Instagram is r.radio.podcast. Twitter is @_Rockabilly__. TikTok is Rockabilly Radio. YouTube is coming soon. We haven't actually gotten to that yet, but we definitely are going to be making a YouTube channel. You won't be seeing our pretty shining faces, but you will be seeing some cool background images and maybe some things pertaining to what's going on in a slideshowy kind of way, but mostly it'll be for listening purposes, so It'll be like a background image. Our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artist Gabby is going to be working on a background image that I think you guys are going to absolutely love. I know you will because I do.
Yeah. The only reason why we decided to make a YouTube channel in the first place is because we realized that some of our listeners don't use like actual Spotify or podcast websites or iTunes, stuff like that. So I have a friend who I promised that I would get him our podcast, but on a video basis. That way he could actually listen to it and support it.
Exactly, and we really want to be inclusive to everyone that we possibly can be. We actually are using Anchor FM to help us post this podcast. There are RSS, they're everything that we need. For any kind of purpose that's podcasting, Anchor.fm is your place to go.
It is a beautiful website.
Yes, we just saw like 8 more places that we could put our podcast, and we don't really want to overwhelm you guys, but we just want to make sure that everybody that could possibly like our podcast has the chance to get to it. Our Gmail is rockabillyradiopodcast@gmail.com. And our Anchor.fm website which is where you can send us recorded voice questions, or you can even message us like in texting format. It is Anchor.fm/Rockabilly Radio.
The last 2 are like super important because we would always love to hear you guys' feedback. We would love to hear the opinions about what we could possibly do to improve our show.
And what's better and what's worse next time, things like that. We really want to hear from you. Please be kind. We are vulnerable and innocent, and, well, we're not innocent, but we definitely are insecure, so, hey, man.
Yeah.
Please love us.
Also, the email and the Anchor FM thing, that also ties into, like, the user episode where we read off your stories and everything else like that. So please, 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 if you love our show, please get us some stories to talk about.
And we love tea. God, please just spill every bit of tea you could possibly have.
Every single drop of it.
We're just like the biggest lesbian gossips. We just want to hear it. We want to hear all of your stuff. And The reason, like I said, we already discussed the reason for the weird podcast, and like I said, I guess we'll get into the random question generator here. We're going to give you a little bit of an interlude here so that we can put in our jingle.
Come on and let's rock, baby, let's rock and roll. I'll bet up a little bobby song, baby, let's rock and roll.
Hi guys. Okay, so we're going to be using a random generator to ask us questions, but before we do that, we do want to ask ourselves a couple of questions in interview format so you know the basics.
Yeah, that way you can get to know us a little better and what we do.
Yep.
And how we do it.
Exactly. Well, and not exactly what we do, because the reason we do want to mention that we are intentionally keeping our real identities separate. My name is not Marley.
And my name is not really Gabby.
Which is why you may hear odd pauses where I accidentally call her by her real name and have to pause. And vice versa. But essentially, we're just trying to keep ourselves safe, keep our jobs safe, because I might have some controversial opinions on here, and I don't want anybody to think I'm anything other than a rainbow flag carrying SJW, and I love it so much.
And I am completely new to podcasting, so, like, I haven't even really listened to podcasts before this. Maybe, like, in passing, whenever, like, I would, Marley would be like, hey, do you want to listen to this podcast with me? And I'd be like, sure, yeah, let's do this. So, I don't really know the format or how it works or what the social media is going to be like, so I'd rather just be safe and use, like, fake names.
It keeps us safe, and as I like to say, triangulation equals strangulation.
Okay, so I guess we're going to start with Marley. And Marley, what do you do for a living?
Okay, well, I am in electronic retail.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I always have focused on computers. I love computers and I love techie stuff, which is why I really like this podcast, and I'm really enjoying using stuff like Audacity and Anchor FM. It's all really fun to me. I'm really enjoying it. So I really like the field that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the pay, but I like where I work. Yeah, what do you do for a living?
I currently, at the moment, am unemployed, but I do sell art for a side gig. I get people who want portraits done of maybe their loved ones who have passed away, or they just want something fun done for birthday, anniversaries, and stuff like that. And I also do like digital art, which I haven't done in like a long time, but I'm currently working on a background piece for the show. That way we don't get stuck with an eyeball forever. It's fun. It is fun. It gives me a little bit of money. A little bit of money.
Yeah, a little bit of money.
Money.
We do inquire that, hopefully one day, we really do want this to be a career path. I enjoy talking very much. I'm mildly autistic, so talking about things that I'm obsessive about is something that comes naturally to us.
Yeah.
So this is really enjoyable. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I'm not much big on talking. It's taking me a lot right now to kind of get used to phrasing things, and I'm more of an internal person and more of a texter than a talker. So this is a whole new concept for me, and I'm trying to get used to speaking out and everything like that, which I think it's doing really well so far.
I think that she's doing phenomenally. I, on the other hand, have never done anything but fucking talk. So, she has better diction than I do. Sometimes I might sound a little bit like female Southern Sean Connery. I can't help it. I have a lisp.
I've actually started calling her Mr. Connery.
Yeah, it's a thing. Now, and we also do
Snacks.
We also sometimes make up words and things like that. Just ignore us. We're mostly being goofy. This is a comedy podcast. This is a comedy podcast, so we're trying to be silly and funny. And I also do want to mention I might be slightly inebriated. That is a thing that I would like to put out there. There's a reason why our podcast is explicit. It is it's marked explicit for a reason, guys. So
is specifically meant for adults, those above 18.
And with their parents' permission,
yeah.
I guess, because we all know that that's not a real thing people do.
No. Children these days don't usually ask for their parents' permission, and if they do, they are a saint, and I applaud.
Another technical difficulty, guys. It's a little difficult with these names. Sorry. Anyway, but we're really excited, and we're gonna answer those random question generators now.
Okay. How much money would you need in the bank to feel comfortable to retire today?
Jesus. Oh, God. In this economy?
Yeah.
I mean drug cartel money. Like, I need...
so a couple million?
I need El Chapo money before...
El Chapo.
Yes.
Okay.
Before this, like, Sons of Anarchy, we rolling, like, 12 white dudes in straight jackets, like, it's for real.
Basically...
I want to be a kingpin. I want to be a lesbian kingpin. That's what I'm saying.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
That would fucking be amazing.
What is your answer to that question?
To feel comfortable enough to retire, I feel like maybe, like, just, like, a straight million. Because there's still some things that I want to do with my life. And, before I retire, and maybe that would help me to kind of get those things done. And then I can retire and be like, I still have some money left over, so I'm going to get a comfortable cottage in the country.
You just want to be a little cottage witch, don't you?
I want to be a little cottage witch with the little...
Can I be your cottage witch wife?
Yes.
Yay.
And we could have, like, little dancing fairies all around us.
We will be lesbian.
While we sniff all of the plants that we're taking care of every day. The sunlight streaming in through the windows.
Dancing lesbian cottage witches.
Yes.
Yes, I'm so excited. This is
maybe
perfect.
every once in a while on a full moon we can get naked and bathe in the moonlight.
You were gonna say the sun.
Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with the sun? I want to bathe in the sun too, but your lily white titties is just gonna burn.
Yeah.
They gonna burn.
Look, this is why I prefer the moonlight, because number one, I have dark soul. I have a dark soul.
I'm still stuck on Disco Inferno.
Call me Raven, the acid bath princess of darkness.
Oh my God, everybody remembers her, right? Look, she's grown now, and I don't know, I hope she's not been canceled. I don't know. I saw her one time, and she is an adult. I do know that she survived to adulthood. That's the end of my knowledge.
Yeah. I don't know anything about her other than that one YouTube video. So...
Beside that, I don't know anything either.
Yeah.
All right, next question. My turn. Hold on, I gotta pick one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Personal pizza.
There's only a few seconds of it, so I don't have to pay your royalties. All right. If you could lock away someone and throw away the key, would you? And if so, who would that be? I'm answering first. The answer is Donald Trump.
Okay, I was going to go that route, but I was more along the lines of, I was going to ask you if I had to lock them away and throw away the key, as in somebody bad or somebody that I just wanted to, like...
Someone you hate. I'm going to say it's just someone you hate, someone who is, like, I mean, Donald Trump is a travesty to man, so any, in general, travesties to man, I think would be applicable here.
Absolutely, and I think I would say either Donald Trump or fucking, Kanye West.
Yeah, that's a treasure trove of fuck up. Jesus Christ, man. That's some real shit. Alright. Let's see. Nobody said that my political opinions had to matter. That's why my identity is a secret.
Yeah.
Let's see. Your turn. Oh yeah, you gotta pick one.
Yeah. If you had to name one thing
you
that
didn't give me a person.
What? I said Donald J. Trump.
Oh, you agreed
Kanye
with
West.
me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so inebriated. You're just gonna say inebriated. That's what we're gonna say. We are inebriated. I, in fact, am inebriated. Continue.
If you had to name one thing that makes you stand out from others, what would that be?
God, that's heavy. Well, probably not for most people, but I am so insecure. My nose, 'cause it's weird. It's a weird nose.
Your nose is not weird.
My
at all.
nose is weird.
Your nose is just
My
like
nose. My nose is weird.
It's a fucking nose.
I have a weird nose.
It's a fucking nose.
The nose is still weird.
It doesn't look weird.
The
to
nose
me.
is weird.
It does not.
It is. In
No.
fact, it doesn't matter.
I refuse to believe this.
Okay, sorry. It's not a conspiracy theory. My nose is weird.
Coming soon on Rockabilly Radio, the conspiracy theory about Marley's nose.
Is it, in fact, weird? It's a weird nose.
It's not a weird nose.
It's a weird nose. Please, let's move on, because my nose is weird. Okay, what about you? What is your...
I have been told that, the way my aesthetic is, it stands out. I am a very full-figured lady. And I wear...
beautiful, people.
I wear short skirts out in public and like little fishnet tights and everything like that. So
Body positivity.
yeah, we fat girls, we rock.
And bitch,
Like,
I
let
think
me
she's
tell
sexy
you.
fine, so I don't think it really matters what anybody else thinks.
I mean, I've suffered with insecurities my whole life, so I don't really see it, but other people do. Apparently, like a lot of people want to fuck me.
Are you telling me right now that the thing that stands out about you is that you're pretty?
No,
So you think you're pretty?
no.
I'm
think-
joking. I was doing a Mean Girls thing, but you didn't catch on.
Okay. Oh, well, I mean, it's just mainly my aesthetic.
Yeah,
It's-
you're kind of got a gothabilly vibe.
Yeah, it's like dark and domineering and
I'm a
whips, chains.
little,
Fuck yeah.
there's like cloaks involved. It's a thing. We're also vaping intermittently. I'll try to edit it out, but also probably not. Let's be real. I'm a very real person. I just want to talk shit online because I think I'm funny and I don't really care what anybody else thinks. And if you want to listen, you're more than welcome to, and I'm giving you the option, and I'll love you for it.
But if you don't want to listen and you're like, hey.
And we do intend to improve. We are going to get better mics and stuff like that, and maybe we will stop vaping in the future, but right now we are inebriated and enjoying ourselves and really just want to talk to some new friends. That is it.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Next question. I get to pick one, right?
Yeah, you get to pick one.
I'm being very eloquent for someone so inebriated.
Well, you very much are. I'm very proud of you.
Look at me go.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Do you have a special project you're currently working on? Is
I
it the podcast?
do. I have several, actually. That is why I've been kind of swamped lately. Not only are we working on the podcast, but I also have like several fucking commissions that I put on the back burner for right now. I'm trying to get them out there, but it's not going as fast as I'd like. And not only that, but I have a few paintings I have to work on, but those can come later.
Those are optional. One of them is for me. I want some mushrooms. And for a place where fairy lives, I want it.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it. But I am patient because I am not paying for it with anything but my own personal goods, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
We'll not talk about that. Okay.
All right, let's see.
So, what about you? Do you have any special projects?
Honestly, and this is like not trying to get deep, I'm just gonna mention it for like just a second.
Yeah.
Myself. That is my project right now.
That-
Myself and my kiddo. That
That-
is what I'm focusing on right now.
That is a very respectable answer.
Doing some internal healing and maybe some plan shifting. Things are gonna go. Things are looking really bright though. I'm
Yeah.
hoping things. If I'm gonna have to work my butt off, but I really feeling pretty confident right now. Right now in the moment I am, and I'm gonna enjoy that moment of confidence and clarity.
Yeah.
End of deep moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on.
All right. Let's see. It's your turn. You gotta pick.
Oh. Have you ever taken a long shot that worked out?
Oh God. We are so fucking sorry. Moving right along. What was the question?
Have you ever taken a long shot that worked out? That works out. That.
Oh man, no. No. The answer is no.
For me,
Other than this podcast, that we don't know yet.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter. We're just enjoying ourselves.
Exactly. I mean, that's a really eye-opening question, actually. It makes you think about a lot of what your personal experiences were and how you've managed to get through half your life.
Exactly. So can we say that we don't have an answer? Maybe I think your art. I think your success and your ability at drawing and physical art. I think that's a success.
But was that really a long shot, though?
I would say so. You and your partner grabbed some paint one day just for randomsies, and then all of a sudden you didn't just all of a sudden, you worked your ass off, and now you're good.
Yeah.
So yes, I'd say that's a long shot that succeeded.
Okay, fair point.
All right. Let's see. What's something commonly? What? That was not written correctly.
No, it's not.
What?
Just read it as is.
What's something commonly do today that you think people will wonder why anyone would ever do that 50 years ago from now? Racism, homophobia, xenophobia. The list is endless.
The list is very endless.
You got nothing, huh? Otherwise, did I just cover it, basically?
I mean, pretty much you got it covered.
Poodle skirts.
Poodle skirts is one.
I don't know if that was 50 years ago, by the way. I have no idea.
I think it was. It was back in the 50s, 60s, something like that.
I'd say
maybe
so.
70s.
I don't remember.
But I think monogamy. Monogamy is a good answer. It's a susceptible answer.
Look, I entirely agree. Look, we would also like to state, not only are we both gothic, pagan witches that are lesbians.
Have lesbian tendencies.
I am a lesbian.
You're full on. Just full blown.
I am a lesbian. I don't know how, there's no amount of plaid that's gonna help me. I am a lesbian. I'm gonna cut some of those out. I want you to know I said more than you heard. We're also poly.
If you don't understand what poly means, it's in reference to a word, a way of life called polyamory. It is where you love multiple people at the same time. Now, most of you think that, hey, if you're married, that might be adultery. That is not the case, actually. In polyamory, you can choose to have multiple partners. And the way that works is that you could either become what is called
a polycule
or
triad.
A triad, yes, that's what I was looking for.
We love the same way that you do. We just love more.
Yes.
Our families are just bigger. That's all. And it's not anything crazy. It's not anything sexual, or it's not about that. It is just the ability to love more than one person, and the ability to enjoy that person loving someone else and watching them be happy.
Exactly.
That's all it is. It is, and then like I said, it's not anything. This isn't the 20s, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, you don't have to be. So that's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's the thing that we are. We are lesbian poly people, and I might be non-binary. That's probably gonna get cut. It'll go in the blooper reel. It'll glow in the blooper reel.
It'll glow. Okay. We all glow down here.
Yes. What? That sounds like some freaky radioactive people shit. Look, that's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, you never know.
That is a thing. We have questions to answer, and less than 15 minutes left to record.
Oh, what other kind of questions should we do?
I don't know, dude.
Okay, let me randomize some more questions. And what do you wish you understood better?
Humans. I want to understand humans better. I don't understand why we do the things that we do. I don't understand why certain people do certain things, and I don't know how much I really truly care, but I do know that I wish that I could understand motives a little better. That'd be kind of cool. It'd be easier to understand.
Yeah, humans are
people's intentions.
Yeah. Humans are kind of a conundrum to ourselves.
They really are.
Yeah.
What would you like to understand better?
I would like to understand men. Or myself, really. I'd like to understand myself better and my fucking
hilarious.
choices.
I understand you.
I wish I had the capability to understand myself.
Do you want to take in my brain?
I mean, can I just, like...
Can you just... My brain? I don't know what is. I'm trying to see what looks like on the screen.
This is, like, looks like little waves bouncing up and down.
Alright, is it my turn?
I guess so.
Alright, let's see. Would you consider yourself indecisive or decisive?
I'm fucking indecisive as hell.
Yeah, I am too.
Look,
I think that's just being, I don't know. It's just being young. We're indecisive as young people.
Are we even young anymore?
Yes, honey, we are young. Well, I'd like to think we're young. I don't feel very young, I'm gonna be real.
I'm almost
This old
30.
bitch over here has been through the ringer. Bitch, 30 is young. 30 is not old.
30 don't feel like young.
Did you feel fine?
Mm-mm.
You feel just fine.
Oh, she touching me.
That's hilarious. God damn. Alright, let's see. Your turn to find a question. Do it.
What activity do you do where your mind wanders in thoughts the most?
Podcasting. No, I'm kidding. My mind is always on podcasting, but whenever I'm not podcasting, probably my mind wanders most at work. It's really not normal.
Yeah.
It's unhealthy. Like I can be having two conversations, one with the voices in my head and one with my customers at the same damn time. Maybe that's just a customer service person thing. I said that all so fast that there are no gaps on the screen between my words. Jesus Christ. What about you?
I'm gonna be real with you. It tends to happen to me in conversation.
Jesus Christ!
It's not because I'm not paying attention. It's because I lose focus so easily. And my mind just sits there and wonders. And mainly it can have something to do with the conversation that I'm having. Like, if we're, like, talking about serious matters, I usually just, like, kind of, like, drift off into thought about what we're talking about. And then it just becomes, like, this random cycle where it just gets stupidly weird.
And convoluted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to do this thing where I pretend my life is not what it is.
I like to do that too.
Yeah, it seems really heavy, but I think a lot of people could probably relate. Alright, let's see. What's something interesting about you that few people know?
A few people know. I don't really know what to say about that. I'm very much an open book. I'm a very honest person, and I literally take that to heart because I try not to lie when I don't have to. And the only way that would ever lie to somebody is, like, if it's like someone's secret that they told me. Like, I would never divulge that. And to me, if it's something important, like, the other person should know, I feel like I'm lying to them. But at the same time, again, I'm an open book. Most things that people know about me,
Everybody knows.
Yeah. It's
not a secret person. I have a lot of those, probably, to be perfectly honest with you. Not a lot of people know that I really don't have anything either. Wait, I really thought I had something that was secretive, but there's not much that nobody knows.
Yeah.
I'm not a secretive person, I guess. I thought I was. Maybe I'm not. Well, I learned something today, guys.
Yeah. I mean, these questions are pretty much made for our reflection, too.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like tarot card things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perception.
Fucking yeah.
Alright, your turn.
What types of things do you procrastinate the most on?
Everything.
Everything.
Life. I procrastinate on life.
Fair enough.
Your art.
My art.
Your work.
And when there's, like, a serious issue, like, I just, like, recently left my husband and I procrastinated on that for, like, a whole fucking year before I actually did it.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize it was a year.
It's close to it.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's
Right. All right. Okay. What do you think is your most creative ability? We just discussed this.
I have a lot.
Yeah, we're both really kind of artsy fartsy people. She draws, I crochet. I've been a musician for most of my life.
I sew.
Yeah.
I do cross stitch. I crochet sometimes.
We
not very
both love
often.
cosplay.
Yeah, makeup.
Yep. We're both just really artsy fartsy people, so that question is irrevocably useless to us. There's not much that we don't do. Alright, your turn.
What would your dream day look like?
My dream day.
Yeah.
Winning $1 million.
I mean, that's pretty much everybody's dream day.
Yep.
That's a scapegoat.
It's not a scapegoat. It's not. You tell me it's a cop out. No.
Pretty much.
I don't think it's a cop out. Well, I want to be financially stable, man. That's the only thing I care about in life, really. And it's only because I have kids. I have to think that way. There's not much else that really matters other than taking care of your kids.
I guess I get that. Okay, it's not a cop out.
Yeah.
Fuck what I said.
I guess probably I think my ideal situation would be really cool if someone would just send me $3,000 a week. I'd be Gucci.
Hey, anybody out there want to be a sugar daddy?
Right. Let me know I'm a lesbian, but we'll fake it together.
I'll send you feet pics.
Exactly. Oh man, OnlyFans.
Yeah, promote that shit.
I don't actually have an OnlyFans, guys. I mean, I might later. We'll see. No, I'm kidding. I'm never gonna have an OnlyFans. Proceed. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right. What is the easiest way to bring a smile to your face?
Make me laugh.
Well, no shit, Dick Tracy. That was a cop out. Of course.
Okay. The easiest way to make me smile is flattery.
Tell me that you like creepy shit. That's what I want to know. Do you like creepy shit? Do you want to listen to my podcast? Like, I'm going to turn into one of those people that's like, hey, I have a podcast. But I can't because I have a secret identity.
Do you want to listen to my baby?
Yeah, exactly. We doctor this thing like a baby. We love it so much. And we send it out to you guys with so much love.
Yeah. It's my child.
Yep, exactly. It is my podcast, baby. And we're all a little silly. Look, we just really love creepy things, and we really just want to talk about it. That's all we want to do. We want to talk about creepy shit, and we want to entertain you and be funny and silly, and we want to
So, not only are we both lesbians, polyamorous,
oh god,
but we're also fucking creepy.
Jesus H.
That's the Holy Trinity.
We're
creepy non-monogamous lesbians.
We are creepy non-monogamous lesbians. We are creepy gothabilly non-monogamous lesbians.
That's a whole set of fucking weird right there.
That is, and we are giving it all to you guys. You're more than welcome to observe it or not. I'm not going to judge you either way. We are here for a good time, a long time. Well, hopefully a long time.
Rock on.
Huh?
It's a rock on.
Rock on. Yeah. Anyway, well, I think, alright guys, so I think that's going to draw us to a close tonight. It's getting kind of late, and we got a lot of editing to do and some posting on socials for you guys, but we love you. See you next time. I'm Marley.
I'm Gabby.
And we will see you guys next time. Good night.
Come on and let's rock, baby, let's rock and roll. I'll be up a little Bobby Soccer, baby, let's rock and roll.